Rahul, welcome. Retail media is one of the fastest growing media platforms. It's not a new concept, but tell me how the landscape's changed and where we're at now.
Yeah, thanks for having me here first. I think before we understand why retail media is growing, it's important to understand what it does for the different constituents. So there's three constituents. The first one is the retailers, the second is the brand, and then the third is the consumer. So if you think about the retailer, the average gross margin for their business is 20 to 40%. But if you think about advertising, it's 70 to 90%. So right off the bat, that's one of the reasons why retail media is exploding, because it is the part of their business that's going to grow very fast. It's profitable. If you think about the brand, you get the highest intent and engagement because it's lower funnel advertising. So all of a sudden you get engagements that are 100% higher than what you would normally get. And if you're the consumer, you're getting targeted, relevant content. So now again, it's more relevant to you, it's more applicable to you, tend to engage more. So when all three-sided sort of parties benefit from retail media, that's why it's exploding. The second thing then is, so where's it going? And a lot of times when things are exploding, is it like a flash in the pan strategy? And in this case, it certainly isn't. It's here to stay. As I think there's 200 retail media networks out there, and I feel like there's an announcement every day. Most recently was Costco, Chase is announced, United just announced. So from the retailer side, it's just going to keep exploding. And then from the brand side, there was a survey by Nielsen that said 70% of marketers today believe retail media is more important to their marketing strategy this year than it was last year. So it's here to stay. Spend's going to increase. I think projections are $100 billion in the next few years. And we're excited to be a part of that ecosystem.
So you've outlined some of the opportunities, but there are also challenges. Just outline some of those if you would.
Look, I think the opportunity is the challenge. When there are 200 retail media networks, imagine you're a brand who has to figure out how to allocate the dollar across the 200 retail media networks. That's very, very difficult. And it's made even more difficult by how they are structured. So if you think about their teams, they're very siloed teams. There's siloed data infrastructure. And all of that contributes to complexity because it's not clear if the spend is actually incremental. So I'll give you an example. If you're a big brand, pick your favorite brand, Pacvue. They make Band-Aids and Tylenol. If they're spending on Amazon, and Amazon, obviously you got the online search, but Amazon also has Prime Video now. Well, Amazon's pushing them to go Prime Video, then they're able to measure and say, hey, here's a new to brand customer. Well, guess what? It's actually not new to brand for Pacvue because that person may be shopping on Target. So the challenge is that there are 200 different retail media networks and there's no singular layer that can connect all of them. And that's really what a lot of brands are trying to figure out now.
You said you were excited to be part of this ecosystem. Where does Pacvue fit in? How do you solve these challenges?
Yeah, so some of them, and there's a lot to solve. So we are the horizontal layer that connects the retail media networks with the different brands. So if you think about a brand that has commerce signals, so if you think about like your inventory, your pricing, your competitive info, your percentage of products that are returned, you need to factor in all of that information to make retail media decisions. They trust us, they send in their first party data, and we're able to use that to harmonize and ultimately make decisions on their behalf. But then beyond that, we're able to help them look across all ecosystems. So in a single pane dashboard, you're able to see what's happening on Amazon, Walmart, and the 100 other retailers that are on there. That's the most important thing.
Rahul, thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate your time today. Thanks.